Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Insights. Today we've got teacher Zach with us to get some of his thoughts on our parenting article.
Thanks for having me here, David.
Thanks so much for coming on.
Sure.
Now, I know that you've got some kids of your own, right?
I do. I've got two still very small children.
Okay. Now, I would like to ask you, having read this article from your experience in parenting, what are some of the primary leadership skills that you hope to teach your children?
Yeah, David, when it comes to leadership, one phrase or kind of buzzword that's been particularly influential on my thinking when it comes to leadership is just this idea of servant-hearted leadership. So that idea that in order to lead, you also first have to serve.
I love that, and I think that's something for all of us to keep in mind, to teach our children and to remember every day. You kind of need daily reminders for that kind of thing.
Absolutely.
Right. Now, still talking about raising children and kind of giving them the right values. In the article, there were a couple different actions that were mentioned as things that could help build leadership skills. Did any of these actions really resonate with you in any way?
Yeah, David, I think a lot of the actions were very applicable and, I thought were right and good. One that was, that I really resonated with, one that resonated with me was helping your kid obtain kind of a vision and envision their goals, right? And so just, trying to create goals for them.
That's a really good thing to teach in a child. That'll help them for the rest of their lives, right?
Yeah, just to have that skill set on their own to help set goals for themselves.
Right, right. Yeah, you want to help them have that independence and
Absolutely.
to be able to think about things on their own.
Right.
That's excellent. Now, as a parent, do you have any suggestions for how to build a child's self-confidence? It's hard to say, right? That's something that they sort of have to decide on their own in some ways. But I think as a parent, you also play a part in that.
Yeah, David, it's a really tough question. What came to my mind is both trying to find that balance between encouraging them, but also disciplining them. And I just think that maybe we find that balance through that it's all coming from a place of love for the child.
Absolutely. Yeah, these are things that are difficult, right? You can't really learn self-confidence, but you can provide your child with the love, with the security that they need to be able to build that in their own hearts, right?
Well, a peer of mine once told me, when it comes to good parenting, that so much is not taught, but caught. And that often they're just watching you in order to figure out their own confidence. Excellent.
Thank you so much for sharing that. And thank you so much for joining us on Insights today. Keep that in mind, those of you who have children. There are the things that you say that's important, but it's also your example that really plays the biggest part sometimes in raising your child. See you guys next time, and thanks for joining us for today's Insights.